Who here has incredible memories of the games they played growing up? Oh, I'm sure you all do. I'm sure we all have our stories. Like the time we played Serious Sam 2 so late into the night that by the time we woke up, we were so fucking dazed that on our way out of the house, we accidentally grabbed Dad's automatic M16 instead of the umbrella. And by the time we stumbled off the school bus, it was too late. That prick just had to call me a fag one last time. And that's also the story of the time I had to move schools. For reasons. I'm sure you all have similar stories of your favorite games from the past. But how many of them can we go back and play again? And no, I don't mean because they are dated. Whoever started the trend that older game styles are dated and not worth being played with must hate cougars. Styles evolve and change, but that does not make the old shit dated. It's all about your point of view, and if you want to be a pessimistic shithead about it, okay. So the visuals could be considered dated. But then again, you're probably the kind of person who thinks hand-drawn animation is dated compared to computer-generated animation. Different STDs for different skanks. Sadly, that prick who shat out the idea that aged games are something to look down on is the sole reason that retro games are not being preserved the way they should be. And I bet money that asshole worked for GameSpot or IGN. When you look at the list of remastered games ported to newer systems, you realize that countless games are being lost to time, and it makes little sense. When we switched from VHS to DVD, a handful of films were lost to time. Some great ones, sure, but for the most part, the majority of movies were made available on the newer hardware because movie studios were smart and realized that they would be throwing money away not to re-release their films. And that's also how they finally made a profit on films that bombed, because they allowed them to find an audience after their initial failure. Meanwhile, the gaming executives are wiping their ass with the money they could be making hand over fist on so many beloved older games. I would understand if it was just EA that was holding out. After all, their company motto is, "We wipe our ass with your cash." But it's not just EA being dumb ducks as usual. Most game studios have no issue allowing good games to be lost to time. They don't care about the investment they made in that game. They don't care about preserving the immense amount of work that went into that experience. They just want to copy whatever is trending so they can safely follow those trends and make sure they never risk creating something unique because that might not be successful. How can you play it so safe because you're so damn greedy, but at the same time, just throw money away? What? Because someone who reviewed a game suggested the idea that games are only fun while they're new. So let me get this straight. Games are only fun the first time. Once it's all over with, it's dated and not fun anymore. So you don't ever need to do it again. I guess that means you only had sex the one time, huh?